take them closer to you.
Better? It's go time.
What's on your mind today? The goal by Victor Osimhen was amazing.
The economy. Isn't that what's on everybody's mind?
I would like to see more women in positions of authority. If you heard and saw it from CEMTV, you can take it to the bank. CEMTV, your reliable source of news, information, and entertainment.
This is CEMTV, reliable news and entertainment.
Worried about the state of your world? Need better and broader ideas? Stay tuned to CEMTV 24/7. Always thinking possibilities. CEMTV, reliable news and entertainment.
CEMTV wakes you up. This is CEMTV, reliable news and entertainment.
CEMTV News, Truth First, You Next. Stay informed to stay empowered. Hello and welcome to CEMTV News at 7. I am Bariswa Christian Wiga. Let's take a look at the headlines. Rivers residents call for enhanced community policing in Rivers State. Rivers State Police Command demote Officer Goodluck Anyai Lebechi over misconduct. Kenya court dismisses petition to use cannabis for religious purposes. We will bring you details of these stories and more in a moment. To stay with us.
This is CEMTV, reliable news and entertainment.
Is it time? I can't wait to see it.
Voice of the people, stories that matter.
Oh wow!
Truth in every moment, now and forever.
Welcome back. We began the news from Rivers, where residents of Port Harcourt have expressed growing concerns over insecurity in the city, particularly the increasing case of one-chance robberies and kidnapping. Speaking with CEMTV crew during an interview, they called on the government to strengthen security measures and create employment opportunities to address the root cause of crime. Residents also advocated for increased security and the implementation of local policing, stressing that such a system would only succeed if it is not politicized or influenced by tribal sentiments.
Well, I think it's better than most other parts of Port Harcourt because it's an estate, the federal housing estate, and it's gated and protected by security personnel virtually everywhere. So it's much better, but we usually have issues towards the December period, and it's usually petty thefts, not any major issues. Some years back we used to have issues, armed robberies in the area, car thefts, but that has changed. It was remedied and it's much better than it used to be. So it's improved greatly. Well, fortunately, we're also looking at this new state police bill that Tinubu, the president, is pushing. I think that will also help, improve things greatly, security-wise. But generally, beef up security, set up a few task forces and some teams, and specific areas. Focus on the areas where crime is high. I think that's the best option. Well, basically it's for them to work with all the other security organizations within the state and to ensure that there is finance and set up a body that will govern, an oversight committee or something that will oversee the affairs of security and ensure that the individuals who are in charge are above board. They definitely need to be screened to ensure that they don't have any past history of basically, the problem is you have individuals who have bad records. So if they're screened and they are above board, there shouldn't be any problems. I think that would generally take care of the situation.
Actually, my area, the security is okay now because we have a security companies that manage our estates. And everything is fine. Like before, we are having a lot of distractions, and everything is fine now. So the security is very fine for my area where I stay, Rumola here, Chief Benson Estate. And when you look at the church, also it's affecting the church, affect the market, even affect you as a journalist. You affect your job because if the company, if our country is working well, your journalism will be increased. Are you getting me? Yeah, it will be getting more customers. Yeah, I think they are talking about the state police. Okay, that state police is okay if they cannot play politics on it. Because one of the things we are having in this country is politics. But if the state police did their job very well, I believe the insecurity will be reduced. Very. If they not play politics, because one of the things that making this country is not moving forward is the politics. Tribalism is making this country is going down almost every day.
My area, I can't really tell that it's like 100% secured. Well, we have been experiencing one chance there recently. I can't like the security this is like let me say 40%. It's not, they should look into it because it's getting out of hand. Yeah, seriously, it's getting, people are now scared. Sometimes if I'm coming back from work, I would like let me trek. Okay, sometimes if you not trek like this, they will drag your bag from you. Why you're trekking though? You're not even inside taxi. rental taxi is a problem. You trek is another problem, and people are really scared about it. So I think the government should look into it.
So do you think they should?
Yeah, just like you said, like employing new people, for people that will take it serious, not people that they will just stay relaxed. When it's time for them to collect salary, they come back and collect money there. So people that will do their job well, at least they should employ more people for this security, this thing. I think that one will be better.
Moving on, the Rivers State House of Assembly Committee on Petition and Public Complaint has carried out an oversight visit to Rumosi community in Obiakpo local government area over the ongoing land dispute involving more than 6,000 plots of Victory Estate. The fact-finding mission, led by committee chairman Honorable Enemi Alabo George, followed petitions from the Obiakpo local government chairman, the Rumosi committee affected resident and corporate organization. Preliminary findings from the Office of the Surveyor General indicated that the respondent land claim is not supported by available records and that over 500 property owners has reportedly been displaced following demolitions. Addressing journalists, Honorable George urged all parties to remain peaceful and respect the rule of law, noting that the committee's finding will be presented to the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly to facilitate a lawful resolution of the dispute. Meanwhile, the Rivers State Police Command has demoted Inspector Goodluck Anyele Bechi to the rank of Sergeant following disciplinary action approved by the Commissioner of Police, Olugbenga Adepoju. The decision was announced on Wednesday by the command. Police authorities said the disciplinary measures followed allegations of misconduct against the officer. While confirming the demotion, the command did not immediately disclose full details of the offences that led to the action, but stated that the punishment was in line with the Nigeria Police Force disciplinary procedures.
All right. All of them will come out. Inspector Goodluck who? Anyele Bechi. You have been reduced from inspector to sergeant. By the power bestowed on me as the operational officer, Ops 1, on behalf of the Deputy Commissioner of Police. I've decorated you with your new rank as a sergeant. So we should go there.
Still on it, the Rivers State Police Command reaffirmed its commitment to professionalism, discipline, and accountability among its personnel, stressing that officers found guilty of misconduct will face appropriate sanctions regardless of their rank or position. The command urged members of the public to continue supporting the police with credible information and assured residents that it remains committed to maintaining law and order while upholding the highest standards of integrity and service. NYC Director General warns that employers who fail to provide accommodation and transportation for core members will be blacklisted. Alakanji Nefire has warned that employers who has failed to provide accommodations and transportation for core members will be blacklisted from receiving future NYC members. Nafire gave the warning during a visit to core members in Kogi State, stressing that employers must not treat core members as free laborers without taking care of their basic welfare needs, while assuring core members that the federal government remains committed to the security and well-being during the service year. He also advised them to stay alert, be disciplined, learn skills, and manage their financial wisely. The NYC leadership is also working on wider reform to improve the scheme, including changes to orientation program and plans to replace the traditional khaki uniform with locally made fabrics. In another development, the organizing secretary of the Lagos State chapter of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, Toba Ajiboye, has died after he was shot by suspected gunmen in Lagos. Ajiboye succumbed to death from injuries sustained during the attack which occurred on Sunday night along Ikorodu Road access while he was returning home from his childhood neighborhood in Fadeye. According to reports, the assailants intercepted Ajiboye's vehicle and opened fire, injuring him and other occupants, while the other victims reportedly survived a gunshot wound. Ajiboye later died from the injuries he sustained. And Chairman of the Lagos State, Mustafa Adeleke, probably known as Asegbo, confirmed the incident. A statement released on Tuesday that it described Ajiboye's death as a painful loss, saying he was deeply saddened by the killing of a loyal, dependable, and committed union leader. Authorities are yet to announce any arrest or identify the motive behind the attack as investigations continue into the killing. In another front, federal government has successfully concluded its voluntary repatriation program for Nigerians affected by the recent wave of xenophobic attacks in South Africa, following the safe arrival of the fifth and final evacuation flight at the Murtala Muhammed International Airport, Lagos, on Wednesday, 2026. The Air Peace flight arrived from Johannesburg with 315 Nigerians on board, bringing the total number of citizens evacuated under the government-led exercise to more than 1,400. The operator was coordinated by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs collaboration with the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. Speaking on development, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Bianca Odumegu Ojukwu, encouraged Nigerians in South Africa who still wish to return home to register and take advantage of the government assistance program. She also expressed concern over report that 4 Nigerians lost their lives in the latest xenophobic attacks, assuring citizens that the federal government remains committed to supporting all registered returnees. Now to African news, where a Kisumu woman representative, Ruth Odinga, has donated 7 engine-powered fishing boats to women groups at Asat Beach in Seme, Lake Victoria and Western Kenya, with the aim of helping women earn a living without depending on male fishermen. Many women around Lake Victoria have been affected by the Ajiboya system, which is a system where male fishermen who control access to fish require or expect sexual relationships from some women fish traders in exchange for selling them fish, and this practice has also contributed to high HIV infection rate in the region. Odinga said no woman should have to trade her body to support her family, noting that giving women their own boat will allow them to catch and sell fish independently. In addition, she distributed 2.5 million Kenyan shillings in checks to empower 25 groups and provide tools to local Jua Kali artisans to support small businesses. The initiative is intended to improve women's economic independence and reduce exploitation in fishing communities. In another development, a Kenyan court has dismissed a petition by Rastafarians seeking legal permission to use cannabis for religious purposes. Justice Bahati Wamuye ruled that Kenya's law banning the cultivation, possession, and use of marijuana do not violate the community's right to freedom of religion, saying that any exemptions will need a strong constitutional and legal basis. However, the judge called for a national discussion on Kenya's drug laws as Rastafarians argued that cannabis is an important part of their religious practices and said that they will appeal the ruling. Following the decision, some Rastafarians protested in Nairobi by chanting, beating drums, and smoking marijuana, while supporters expressed disappointment in the ruling. Some welcomed the ruling, saying that marijuana should remain illegal. On the foreign scene, Syrian authorities have arrested a former military official accused of helping produce and store sarin gas during the regime of the former president of Syria, Bashar al-Assad. The Interior Ministry identified the suspect as Colonel Ahmad Habib Ali, saying they oversaw sarin gas storage and the production of chemical weapons. Officials also allege he supervised the manufacture of around 20 sarin-filled bombs which was used in attacks on Syrian towns in 2013 and 2017. The government said that investigations are ongoing and that the suspect will face trial in court. The arrest comes as Syria works to rebuild relations with the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, years after being accused of using chemical weapons during the country's civil war. In another development, a 48-year-old man has been arrested in Utah, United States, after allegedly stabbing a Muslim man multiple times in what the police described as a hate crime. The attack happened at Valley Fair Mall in West Valley City, where the victim worked at a kiosk. Police said the suspect asked the victim about his religion before attacking him. According to the investigators, the suspect admitted he targeted the victim because he was a Muslim and told police that he intended to kill Muslims. The victim was taken to a hospital in critical condition after suffering multiple stab wounds. Meanwhile, Muslim rights groups have condemned the attack and called for stronger actions against anti-Muslim hate crimes. Still to come in the news stories are Nigerian government to increase support for cancer treatment. Stay tuned for details of this and more stories in a moment. We'll be right back.
This is CEMTV, reliable news and entertainment.
Thanks for staying tuned. And now to the rest of the news stories. In business, the telecommunications company Airtel Africa has bought back more than 12.8 million of its own shares as part of $60 million share buyback program launched in May 2026. The company noted that the purchased shares will be cancelled, thereby reducing the number of shares in circulation. This move is expected to improve earnings per share and increase value for shareholders. As of July 6th and July 10th, Airtel Africa bought an additional 1.86 million shares through its broker Barclays Capital Securities. The company noted that the buyback is part of its capital management strategy and reflects confidence in its long-term financial performance and growth across its African markets. Meanwhile, digital asset company Yellow Card has been nominated for 7 awards at the 2026 Morgan's Governance Risk Management Compliance Financial Crime Awards in Africa. The company was recognized for its work in financial security, risk management, and preventing illegal financial activities. 2 members of its compliance team also received nominations for their efforts to protecting the company from financial crimes. Yellow Card said the nomination shows its commitment to strong rules and safety standards as digital money services continue to grow across Africa. The award winners will be announced in November 2026 in Nairobi, Kenya. In health, the Nigerian government has said that it will increase support for cancer care, research, and local production of cancer medicine to make the treatment more affordable for patients. Director General of the National Institute for Cancer Research and Treatment, Prof. Usman Malami, said new programs are being introduced to help patients pay for cancer screening, chemotherapy, and radiotherapy. The government also noted that it is working to produce more cancer drugs locally to reduce dependence on imported medicines and lower treatment costs. Health experts at the ASCO Africa 2026 conference in Abuja called for more investment in cancer research across Africa, saying that stronger local research will help develop treatment that better meets the needs of African patients. Officials also announced that Nigeria has started clinical trials for advanced cancer drugs, allowing some patients to access new treatment at no cost. And in sport, English Premier League club Tottenham Hotspur has signed 3 Nigerian players as part of its new academy intake for the 2026-2027 season. The players Solomon Olajide, Toju Wildspring and Phineas Ofia have signed a 2-year scholarship deals and will join Tottenham's under-18 team. Phineas Ofia, who comes from a sporting family, helped Tottenham win the UEFA 16 Premier League club at last season. Toju Wellspring has already played in youth competitions, including the UEFA Youth League, while Solomon Olajide featured in the UEFA 18 Premier League. The club says that a young talent are part of its plan to develop future start strong through academy system. Moving on to another story where the Swedish football club Gais has sent Nigerian forward Shalom Ekong on a loan to second division side gives Sandvale for the rest of the 2026 season. The 22-year-old moved to Sandvale to get more regular playing time after struggling to secure a starting position at Gais. Ekong has made 13 appearances for Gais this season and scored goals in the Swedish Cup and the Allsvenskan League. He comes from a football family as his father, Prince Ekpe Ekong, played for Nigeria Super Eagles while his older brother, Emmanuel Ekong, plays for Swedish club Malmö. The loan move is expected to give Shalom more opportunities to develop and gain football match experience. And on entertainment this morning, Nigeria rapper Odumodu Black has praised Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke after a video of the governor dancing during the church praise session went viral. The video shared by the governor's son and singer Be Red showed Adeleke dancing joyfully during a Sunday service while wearing a white traditional outfit. Odumodu Black praised the governor for showing humility and freely expressing his faith despite his position as a state leader. He compared Adeleke dancing to the biblical story of King David dancing before God. Governor Adeleke is known for his energetic dance moves, which have become part of his public image. The viral movement also came as his son encouraged Osun resident to support his father's re-election campaign again. Lastly, on our news, a man has been arrested by the police in Abuja after allegedly assaulting a young woman who rejected his romantic advances. The incident gained public attention after a video of a woman describing the attack went viral on social media, saying that a man slapped her after she refused his request to get to know her. Police reportedly traced the suspect and arrested him after he tried to avoid capture. The case has sparked discussions about respecting consent and preventing the violence against women, with many Nigerians calling for justice and stronger actions against harassment. This is CEMTV News at 7, but before we go, let's take a quick recap of the major stories. Rivers residents have called for enhanced community policing. Rivers State Police Command has demoted Officer Goodluck Anyale Belechi over misconduct and the line of duty. Kenya Court has dismissed petition to use cannabis for religious purposes. Nigerian government to increase support for cancer treatment. Many thanks for watching CEMTV News at 7. Do ensure to follow us via our social media handles at CEMTVPLUS across X, Facebook, Threads and Instagram. We are also available on Nicomsat channel. Do where to watch us on Free to Air. I am Bariswa Christian Muiga. Good morning. Do enjoy the rest of our broadcast. Bye for now.